but it's there. It's present, but it's not like gaudy or flashy. It's very classy. It's a classy pumpkin. I like that.
Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Well, I tried to tell you so. Yes, I did. But I guess you didn't know. As they said, the story goes. Maybe now I got the flow. Cause I know it from the start.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and K. I am Kay. And in today's video, we are trying out the 2 new pods that Nespresso released recently for the original line. It is Novecento and Millennial, and I'm also going to show you and try out a few new syrups that I've also picked up recently. Before we get started, please make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. When you do subscribe, please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a video. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the 2 pods that we're going to be trying out. These were both released by Nespresso just a couple of weeks ago when they released the new espresso pods. These are both for the original line and both are espresso shots. The first one is Millennial, and this is like a more fruity pod. It has fruity notes, I believe, and this one is Novecento. This one is a little more dark. I believe it has nutty flavors. So for Novecento, the intensity is a level 9. The aromatic profile is intense and spicy. Aromatic notes are nutty and cocoa. Okay, that's interesting. Roastiness is a level 4. Acidity is only a 1. Bitterness is a 4, and body is also a 4. So I think that one's going to be good. I think that once you add milk, this one may be really good as a cappuccino if you like coffees that are a little bit stronger, but I think it'll also pair up really well with syrups just because the roastiness, it'll still pull through and you'll still get that coffee flavor even with additions to it. For the Millennial, that one is intensity of 8, so still pretty high. Aromatic profile is intense and fruity. Aromatic notes are fine acidity and a hint of fruit. That one has a roastiness, acidity, bitterness, and body are all level 3. So that one seems like it'll be pretty balanced across the board. So I'm looking forward to trying out those. Before we get those brewed, I'm gonna also show you some syrups that I've recently picked up. These are from Pink House Alchemy, and I know that a lot of you have probably heard about these. I had heard about it for a while, but I had never actually gotten around to picking them up, but they recently released a pumpkin butternut spice syrup, which I thought was everything. So I went ahead and picked that one up, and I tried some other ones that I have been wanting to get for a while anyway. So the pumpkin butternut spice looks like this. You can definitely see the spices. You can tell this one is like handmade. You can tell they really put effort into it. It's not just like an assembly line. People are really putting thought into these. This one, it says that the pumpkin and butternut, creamy pumpkin and savory butternut squash are complemented by maple, brown sugar, and cardamom. Now, if that does not scream fall, like I don't know if you can like actually see the spices inside of there. That looks so good. I also picked up toasted caramel. I have tried this one recently. Again, if you are not following me on Instagram, make sure that you are, because I do, I try stuff out in my videos, but on there is where I actually get to play with it a little bit more. I have a little more freedom. I can put some time into it, and I'm also trying the things that you like, but kind of tweaking them and making them different so you get a little bit more. I always have that linked in the description box, but I will also include it on the screen for you. Okay. This one is, I believe this is one that they've had out for a while. It's called pH Delight, and quite simply, it's just honey, vanilla, and cinnamon. But it is so good, and the honey and the vanilla really complement the spice of the cinnamon. So I think this one goes really well with a lot of pods. I've also tried this one. Really good. You can kind of see the spices in there as well. And last but certainly not least, I picked up the vanilla bean. I've tried the vanilla bean from the Turani. So good, but I heard that this one was even better, so of course I had to pick this up, and I think it's definitely going to be, I'm not sure if you can see, but you can actually see the vanilla bean inside of there, which I think is just everything. So they use the raw vanilla beans sourced from Madagascar, and they use every piece of every bean. Split them, scrape the insides, chop the outsides, and use a double filter process to create an added richness. This is definitely going to be a favorite of mine. I can just already tell. Hopefully we'll try that one in today's video, but if not, again, follow me on Instagram. I will definitely be trying that one out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this sorted. I'm going to go ahead and get the coffees brewed. I'm gonna brew both pods. Just go ahead and get those brewed out of the way, and then I will frost some milk. We'll try it with milk, and then we'll add a couple of the syrups to them to see how they are. So give me just a moment. I'll get these brewed, and then I will be right back. Okay, so you saw both of those pods are brewed. This one is the Novecento pod. Right off the bat, this one smells really, really good. It just smells really creamy. Yeah, I like that one. I didn't get a chance to show you. This is what the pod looks like. It's nice, sleek, black pod, matches the box. I like that a lot. Let me get a spoon and just give that a quick stir. As you know, with the original lines, there's not very much crema, but I'll go ahead and give that a taste. You get a little bit of the roastiness, but it's not very much crema, so I don't really expect it to accurately portray the coffee. So let's go ahead and try it black. You do get the roastiness, but other than that, for it being a level 9, yeah, for it being a level 9 intensity, it's not that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and add some milk to it, and then I'll add a little bit of the syrup. I just went ahead and frothed the Chobani Oat Plain Extra Creamy. I'm just gonna add that much, that's all. And this is the milk I used. I really like the Chobani oat milks. Those I feel like give you a really good texture to your coffee. They're nice and creamy. They add a nice richness to them. I've used that one, and even the zero sugar plain, I like that one as well. So that's definitely one of my favorite oat milks to use. Yeah, the milk just makes it real creamy. It's a little velvety. The milk adds a really nice touch. It tastes pretty good with just milk, but I really do want to get into these syrups though. So I'm going to add, I think for this one, I had decided to use the toasted caramel syrup because this one has the nutty aromas. So I'm gonna add this and see if maybe it helps with that, or maybe it adds something to it. I'm just going to shake it just a little bit just to make sure all the ingredients are mixed in properly. And I'm just gonna add just that much, that's all. Okay, give that a stir. Let me put my lid on. That is so good. The caramel syrup just adds just a hint of sweetness. I can't really say that I'm picking up on the nutty aromas though. But that is perfect. This, to be fair, this was actually already really good with just the milk. So just a little bit of syrup I added. All it did was just enhance it a little bit, added something different. Something a little sweeter, a little hint of sweetness, but it was good on its own with just the milk. So I do like this one. I think it'll be really good as a cappuccino. And if you did want to do even a macchiato, maybe, I think it'll be good as that, because you don't need the sugar, you don't need the sweetness for it. For me, the way I drink my coffee, I think it's pretty good. So I do like that one. That's really good. But I'm going to set this to the side so we can get into the other pod. Okay, this is the Millennial Pod, and this is what that one looks like here. That one is like the Novecento, but except it's white with silver in it, and that one looks really, really, really pretty. I like the marbling they did, and the feel of it is really nice. It feels like a matte finish. That one's really nice. And this one is the one that is intense and fruity with fine acidity. So let me grab a spoon and we'll go ahead and give this one a taste. Okay, I definitely get right off the bat, I get the fine acidity, but it's not bad. It's like a sharpness that you get, but it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't make the coffee taste bad. It's just, it makes you aware of the flavor of the coffee, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not a black coffee drinker, but it's not bad. It's definitely, I've had worse. It's not bad. So I'm gonna add some milk and see how that affects the acidity and if we get a little more of the fruitiness. Okay. And that's the same milk that I've been using. Let's give that a stir. It's delicious with milk. It's really creamy. You don't get as much of that acidity. It is definitely fine with this, with the milk in it. There's not really much to say. It's just really good with milk. But I will say because everything is so balanced, everything for this one, everything's a level 3 roastiness, acidity, bitterness, body. Because it's so balanced, you almost lose the flavor of the coffee. So maybe next time I try it, I won't add as much milk. I'll just add a little bit at a time until I can balance out the coffee and the milk as well. But it's good. I'm going to, so for this one with the fruitiness, I think I'm just going to do the pumpkin butternut spice because, I mean, really because I just really want to try this pot or this syrup. So I'm going to just add a little bit in here. It smells so good. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm gonna add. That is so freaking good. With just that little bit I added, you get the pumpkin and you get the butternut, but honestly, it's not sweet. Like, it's just a nice flavor that complements the coffee, where I know some of the other pumpkin flavors or the pumpkin syrup, you get pumpkin and you get the spice, but mostly you get the sweetness. Whereas with this one, you get the pumpkin and you get the butternut, and it's balanced really, really well. Honestly, the pumpkin almost adds a creamy texture to the coffee, and the butternut just complements, they offset each other perfectly. That's really good. I don't know if it's the syrup or if it's the combination with the pod and the milk. So I'm definitely going to be playing with this syrup a lot more. So far, that's my favorite pumpkin syrup that I've tried because it just does what it needs to do. Like, it's not in your face. It's just like a subtle creaminess of the pumpkin. The butternut squash is very subtle. The cardamom is very subtle. And again, as you saw, I did not add a lot to it, but it's there. it's present, but it's not like gaudy or flashy. It's very classy. It's a classy pumpkin. I like that. That's really good. So that's really it. That's all gone. So far I've tried the toasted caramel syrup, the pH Delight, and the pumpkin butternut spice today. I have not tried the vanilla bean, but as of right now, I love all the syrups from Pink Alchemy because they are what they say they are. And it doesn't taste very artificial, if that makes sense. No shade to, you know, any other big companies or conglomerates. The syrups are delicious from them as well, but it's refreshing that you don't really need a lot of those syrups. Like whenever I make a cup of coffee, I just put like 2 tablespoons, which is just an ounce. And for a 7-ounce cup of coffee, almost 8 ounces, that's, you know, it's not a lot with the milk, but the flavors always pull through. They're very genuine flavors. Like they just taste fresh, you know, non-GMO and stuff. So do like these. Definitely try those. I forget the subscriber, but she actually told me about the pumpkin. I know Kitsa was going to try it, so let me know what you think about it. And another subscriber told me the vanilla bean was really good, so I cannot wait to try that one. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you've tried these pods or these syrups, please let me know your thoughts below. If there are any other syrups that I should try, let me know that as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. And when you do subscribe, please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
When you broke my heart, that I had to come again. I'm sure you that